Hello everyone and welcome back to Destiny. Earlier today, there was a lot of data mining done on the PC client for Destiny 2, and it uncovered a lot of icons and UI elements for Crimson Days, a Valentine's Day themed live event that made its first and only Destiny 1 appearance in 2016. In a post on Reddit, we can now see way more stuff than we've ever seen up until this point. In fact, we now know everything that we'll be seeing during Crimson Days, which has now officially been confirmed by Bungie as Destiny 2's next live event. There's a lot of cool stuff here, so let's jump in and break it all down. As I mentioned, this was posted on Reddit and appears to feature virtually every item and icon that will be used during the event. Credit goes to Reddit users Ginser and Elevase for putting this all together. We'll be going over all of this information in a little bit, but first, for those uninitiated, as I mentioned, Crimson Days made its debut in Destiny 1 in February of 2016. It was a Valentine's Day event that centered around the Crucible game mode known as Crimson Doubles. Two teams of two face off in an elimination style game mode. When your teammate dies, you were granted with a buff called Broken Heart, which significantly increased your resilience, recovery, and mobility in addition to weapon handling. It also featured its fair share of cosmetic items such as shaders, ghosts, and emblems. However, they were all granted to you for playing the event. None of it was for sale, with the exception of emotes. Now fast forward to Destiny 2 and the data mining from update 1.1.1 that uncovered new weapon ornaments. We have one for the Wardcliff Coil, one for the Graviton Lance, one for Sweet Business, and one for Prometheus Lens. This was our first hint that Crimson Days might be making a comeback for Destiny 2. And now we have a metric ton of stuff that was data mined. The concern comes with some of the milestones descriptions that were also discovered that points players directly to Eververse to begin the event, hinting that it might play out similar to the Dawning. And of course, with the current climate of Eververse, this probably wouldn't be the best thing. However, community manager Cosmo did actually reply to the post with the following. The rumors are true, Crimson Days is coming back. It won't be the same as last year or 2016. We will talk about how it's changing in the blog update on Thursday. Now, he mentions that they will be talking about this on Thursday, which I think suggests that it will be part of the larger Eververse discussion that we're anticipating this week. It's a bit early to fully unveil the event that will be taking place in a month from now, plus they already have enough to talk about this week, so I think it'll simply fit into the context of the conversation. And if I had to guess, I think whatever changes they do make to Eververse, we'll see it implemented for Crimson Days for us to test out. So I'm going to wait until Thursday to judge the stuff you're about to see here in regards to it being an Eververse-based event, and I suggest you do the same. I wanted to lead with that to get it out of the way so we can jump into speculation of what we may be getting during the event this time around. So let's go ahead and start from the very top and work our way clockwise around this image. First up, we start with what looks like a debuff for Broken Heart. Of course, Cosmo did say that it's going to play a little differently, so he could also be referring to the game mode as well. This is typically a buff, which you normally see with a triangle that is white and right side up, but now we're seeing the traditional upside down triangle with red, which does suggest a debuff, but of course this could just be weird iconography. On the left and the right of the icon, we start with the bright engram on the left, which is for the items for Crimson Days, and then we have the curated package available for direct purchase, which will contain probably some shaders, a sparrow, maybe even an ornament. We have a new exotic emblem, which will most likely be drawing a heart in midair. How adorable is that? And then we have the Crimson Doubles milestone tag. Below that, you will most likely have a milestone asking you to participate in Crimson Doubles to receive something, probably one of those Crimson Day engrams. Below that, we have the icon for the Crimson Days emblem, which you will most likely be able to earn. Below that, we have icons for 4 brand new medals that will be achievable during your Crimson Doubles play sessions. And at the very bottom, we have the sort of from orbit full emblem. Now, above that is where all the really interesting stuff is. First up, we have a very curious director type icon. This could be maybe going in the middle, Not really sure what this could be referring to, especially since right above it we have very clearly the Crimson Doubles Crucible icon. So I'm not sure what this is going to be in reference to. It could just be a random graphic, it's hard to tell. But most interestingly is in the upper left hand corner. We see something that is very reminiscent of what you typically see for raid activities. Again, not sure what this could be in reference to. We'll have to wait and see what this actually ends up being, but this does hint that there will be PvE type activities for Crimson Days. It would be really cool to see something like the Broken Heart buff applied to the raid in some creative way. That would be really fun to play with. Now, moving on as tradition with these events in Destiny 2, for now anyways, we have some cosmetic items that you can earn during the event. We still don't know how you're going to be able to earn these items. My hope is through just simply playing Crimson Doubles, but we'll just have to wait and see. But as you can see here, we have a very generous selection of sparrows and ghosts. We see the weapon ornaments as we discovered before, however now we have the addition of a ornament for Telesto. And then we have a couple of brand new shaders for the event. This is just like we got last time, very pink and red themed shaders. Also a couple other interesting things that don't seem to be connected to Crimson Days. Not really sure what these two items on the bottom row are referring to. One of them is clearly about Crucible Osiris. Another one seems to be some sort of heated core. It's hard to tell. My hopes is that it has something to do with Masterwork armor. We'll just have to wait and see. At the very top, again, we have a couple of those gift boxes hinting at a couple quests around the tower, and that's pretty much it. And to be honest, I'm perfectly okay and very happy with this selection of items. The event is supposed to be something that complements the game, although it is a bit unfortunate that we see them constantly be able to dish out all of these awesome new items while we don't get anything for progression. And hopefully on Thursday, the conversation isn't just about Eververse, but also sort of what that means for the flip side as far as new weapons and armor and more interesting ways to earn them. Anyways, let me know in the comments below what you think of all of these activities. Are you excited for Crimson Days? Do you think they can address the Eververse issues before this event goes live? Let's discuss. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more Destiny content. And I will see you all next time.